Interactions with strangers on elevators can be awkward, but it doesn't have to be that way.
Let's talk about that. Good mythical morning.
We ask you, mythical beasts, to ask us questions, and then we think of advice, and then you apply it to your life, and everything is better. That's how this works, right? Solving the problems of the world, one answer at a time.
Okay. Sorry for everybody now here. Get into
my mouth.
Dylan Erlacher asks, what is the best way to relieve the tension of getting on an elevator with someone already in it?
Okay. At first I thought this was going to be a question about just, claustrophobia or elevator phobia. People don't like to be in confined spaces, but this is a situation where there's one person on the elevator, you're by yourself, and now there's two strangers on an elevator. It can be an awkward situation for people. I can relate.
Yes, it can. Okay, all right. First, let me start off by saying that the typical response, I think, is wrong. What do you do typically? Yes, you get in and you push the button, or you ask the person to push a button, and you turn around and you just face and you stare at the numbers and you just wait to get off awkwardly. But the thing that most people do is that they have this moment of acknowledgement, like a, hey, how you doing?
Hey.
Or like a head nod or something like that.
What's
and then you go into your own world, and then it's this awkward thing of that person's there. What are they thinking? What are they doing? There's a tension that builds every floor you go up or down until one of you gets off. The problem is that you're not making a clear choice here. You either, you shouldn't just do the acknowledgement and then go into your own world. You either have to be in your own world the whole time. This is the stance I'm taking. Or
complete ignoring?
Yeah, complete ignore or complete engage. That is the stance. Because if you start like even the beginnings of an acknowledgement, it's almost like the beginnings of a conversation. Like, hey, how you doing? Good, how are you? Hey. It's a rejection. I think that makes it a lot more awkward. Like, then the other person's thinking, wow, he sparked a conversation, but then I was inadequate, so now I've been rejected by a total stranger.
I agree with the philosophy of choosing a path, but I think the path should always be engagement. I think you should have you should know that you're going to do this right when you get on the elevator, because this could be your soulmate. I mean, this could be your next best friend. And to miss an opportunity to engage, and or maybe you're going to a job interview, and this is the person that's going to be interviewing you. You're going to get off at the same floor,
Ooh.
And then you're going to be sitting next to them. If it's just, what if it's a person going into the same audition that you're going into, and you're going to be sitting next to them in the waiting room?
I don't do auditions.
But some people do.
That's your competition. You don't want to be their friend.
No, you want to intimidate them. And what I'm saying is that...
So you're saying you want to go to someone and say, hi, are you my soulmate?
No. You just start a conversation, but be ready with follow-up questions. You got to engage because you never know where the conversations are going to go, and you got to make it work for yourself. You might need to manipulate them. You might need to intimidate them. You might need to be their best friend, and you might need to marry them one day.
Would you be my soulmate and intimidate with me?
There is absolutely nothing that can go wrong if you engage, but you have to make the decision to do it. Now, if you're gonna,
I do agree that you need to make a decision and stick with it. Awkwardness is almost a state of mind. I don't even care if you decide to get into an elevator and then take a knee every single time. You go, floor 8, please. Are you my soulmate? Not. Are you T-bowing or something? That's kind of played out.
That's taking a knee, though. I mean, but kind of.
But you also take a knee.
But if you did that,
when you're just posing in a photo.
You could own that.
You don't have to pray.
You could own that.
And that's what we're both saying.
Yeah, you have to own it.
Awkwardness is a state of mind. Decide what you're going to do and do it. Don't waffle around.
Okay, Taylor Gill asks, how do you pick between two of your favorite items on a menu when it's the lunch out rush? I don't know what that is.
I think he's Canadian.
And you're at the front of the line. So in other words, there's a lot of people in line, and you've got to make a quick decision between two menu items. Well, this is clear. You ask for the recommendation. What would you recommend? Now, this works at fine restaurants, but I assume that you're in the lunch out rush, so you're probably at a fast food restaurant. And let me tell you, because Link did this one time, asking someone at McDonald's what they recommend
really throws them off.
It blows their mind.
So I did that just to be funny, but then I realized, wow, it actually was funny. I did something that I thought would be funny, and it was.
But you followed it up with, because I've never eaten here before.
Right.
Specifically, you're like, what do you recommend? And she was like, huh? And you were like, because this is my first time in a McDonald's. And then she like starts looking around like, this is his first time ever in McDonald's. And then she was like, well, the cheeseburgers are good. Like, do that. Have some fun. Go to McDonald's and tell them it's your first time. What do they recommend?
I highly recommend that. Oosh. Micah Clem asks, what do you do when you realize you've been drinking from the cup of the person next to you on accident and they're about to figure it out?
And this happens to me on a regular basis. I don't know why. Maybe because my arms are long, I end up setting my drinks down in other people's areas. I don't know. But it seems that, or I go for other people's drinks. Now, I think you've got a choice here, too. Again, you've got to make a choice and own it. The first thing you could do is you can just, when you realize that they're about to realize that you're drinking out of their cup, you just make eye contact with them.
So you have my cup. This was your cup. Do you want to intimidate with me? Mm-hmm. Is that what you're doing?
So I'm intimidating with him at this point. The other thing you can do is the old switcheroo. If this is not a situation that you want to intimidate, you got to cause a distraction. But during the distraction, which has to distract every person at the table, you've got to get the levels back right.
So you're drinking my cup, even though your cup's here. And
right. So your cup should be here, and then my cup should be about this level.
You're drinking the cup. It's not rocket science.
Right.
You're drinking it.
I'm talking about the level of the water.
I can't see that.
My cup is about right here. Your cup is here. Your cup is down here. So I have to be like, oh, look at that! Look at that kid! He's choking on giraffe meat.
Awesome! I love to watch that. I don't see him.
Wow, that's good. I really
no one's choking.
See how quickly I did that?
Now the funny thing is, that's my cup.
No, really?
I think that you switched. Oh, man. You're intimidating with me again. This is going to be a dribble. All right, stop. Stop it. Just grab the guitar.
Which one's mine now?
It's Mel Boulder time. You know what day it is, right?
What day it is? It's Thursday.
Thursday.
And Thursday means mail.
We're gonna have to launder these. Dear Rhett and Link, so in this box includes many things, including a fanny pack.
What's that thing?
The steering wheel cover that I thought was underwear. IMAX glasses were stolen from when I saw Thor, and the tiny Santa I put in my pocket at Walmart, forgot it was there, and walked out. Love all the mythical beasts at Moore High School, and more specifically, Josh Lee, Nola Webster, Natalia Sutter, and Bryce Moody.
We go to Moore High School, and we love to shoplift at Walmart.
We do not condone this hot Santa or these Thor glasses.
I just put them in my pocket, and before I realized it, I'd walked out.
I really did think these were like underwear.
But instead of going back inside and returning my hot item, I sent it to some internet comedians so they could talk about it in front of the world. Our names are
Josh Lee, Nola Webster, Natalia Sutter, and Bryce Moody.
I'm going to be calling the Walmart authorities within the next 15 minutes right after I get off of this song. On Josh Lee and Noel Webster and Natalia Sutter and Bryce Moody from Moore High School in Moore, Oklahoma.
Thanks
You're
for
all
liking
criminals.
and commenting on this episode. It makes a difference. You know what time it is.
Hi, I'm Roy,
And I'm Kenneth, and we're from Gainesville, Florida.
and it's time to spin the whale of mythicality.
You can complete the Good Mythical Morning trifecta. Look at this. You can have a mug, a shirt, and a poster, all Good Mythical Morning themed. Go to RhettandLink.com/store. Make all your dreams come true.
Click on Good Mythical More. Amazing fan fiction about a Rhett dream. I'm going to read that.
Rhett dream. Rhett and Link drink a magic potion.
Hey man, look. Let me mix it up for you and get it to be magic. If I get the levels right, it becomes magic. I did it, well, it's not doing it today. This is weird. Yesterday it turned purple.
Why don't you just drink it? You can have all of it.
Okay.
Man, you just broke something. The sky was a rich purple hue. The ocean was apparently solid. The air had a peculiar smell. It smelled a lot like